Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. This is Jenga Jeru. Now, today we have the Matchmaker show, and you understand the protocol here. Any other time, we have a man on board. The man is looking for a woman, and when we have a woman, the woman is looking for a man. Today we are having a man, and I'll be telling you the kind of woman he is looking for. But before then, if you're watching us for the very first time, this is the Matchmaker show. We help men and women to get matches, and the moment they get the right ones, they meet their destinies. So you're not lost if you're new to the show. Subscribe, like the video, and don't forget to leave a comment. Also, the contacts of our guest will be on my Facebook page at Jenganjero. So you can follow Jenganjero on Facebook and you'll be getting these updates in real time. Our guest on today's show is Cyrus, and Cyrus is a teacher. At the age of 61, you could be asking yourself, why is Cyrus single? What kind of a woman is he looking for? And things like that. Cyrus is a retired teacher, 62 in fact, and he turned 62 in the month of May. And you could be asking yourself, why is he single? What kind of a woman is he looking for? And things like that. Mr. Cyrus is a widowed man. He is single, he is searching, he is looking for a wife. When somebody is widowed, nobody really gets to move on. But at the end of the day, people realize that you will have to move on at some point or another because you will have to accept reality. And for the last 16 years, he has been single. He wanted to get a woman when he retired. And because he's retired now, he believes that he has a lot of time to spend with a person he loves. He has a lot of time to spend with a person he loves. He has a lot of time to also do a lot of recharge and traveling. He's a man who has a great sense of humor. So if you love humor, kama unapenda kufurahia, kucheka, kufurahia, then you can be able to get in touch. And he finds out that hobbies can be created, but they have to be hobbies can be created, but we have to be original with our original hobbies. That's what Mr. Cyrus says. Mr. Cyrus is in Kiambu County in a place called Dumberi, and he is a retired high school teacher. He used to teach mathematics and business studies. So I'll not mention the school, but he is retired already. He's a Kikuyu man, but he is not limited to a Kikuyu woman so long as that woman is also educated so that they can reason on the same radar. He wants a woman who is also widowed. I want you to get this properly so that at the end of the day, you will be contacting him and you will be able to get his details right. He wants somebody who is also widowed because a widowed person can understand the other person better. He says that people who are widowed get moments of reflection and withdraw. And when they withdraw, a person who has been divorced or separated, or a person who has never been married will not understand. But when people who have been widowed get to a point that when people, I'm reading what he has written, when people who have been widowed, when people who have been widowed at some point withdraw, their counterparts can understand. So a man who has been widowed for 16 years, and if that woman is also widowed, it will be a great make for a marriage. This man wants a wedding. He's a born again Christian. He's a member of the PCA church, and he wants to get married through a wedding. He does not beat corners. He does not appreciate shortcuts. There is no come we stay here. So this one will be a straight head on marriage. So it will be a wedding. I hope we can attend. Now, Mr. Cyrus is looking for a woman who is committed and devoted, preferably a woman who has grown children just like him. He does not have a problem if this woman is 55 years and below and 45, between 45 and 55, and a woman who is committed, a woman who has a career. If this woman happens to be if this woman happens to be working, the better. Because apart from being a teacher, he was doing businesses on the side and he's actually in active business. I have met men and women in my years, especially when we are doing matchmaking. And most people relate retirement with loneliness. But if you can plan your retirement as early as possible, retirement cannot be lonely. And you see, when people say they are lonely, Lonely means that you're not enjoying life, and most people just it is not good enough to get married because you're lonely, because you will be having your own hobbies. There are things you find interesting, and if your life is boring, and that is the only reason why you're getting married, you will make the other person's life boring. So it is important to get married because you want a companion, you want somebody you can spend the rest of your life together. Because at the end of the day, when I was speaking to Mr. Cyrus, we agreed that there is no definite age where one can get married. You have seen men and women in their 60s, and Mr. Cyrus is a man who has a great sense of humor. And the first time he called my desk, he said, I want to talk to Jenga and tell him he has a 62-year young man. So he's a young man. So we are having a very young man at the age of 62, and he doesn't mind getting a wife because life has to move on. At the end of the day, you will maybe be watching this video you're in your 60s, you're in your 50s, but maybe you have just lived half of your life. Can you imagine? Unajiona wewe ni mzee sana, si ndio? Unajiona umegonga 50, umegonga 60, unajiona ukiwa mzee sana. Maybe you have just lived half of your life. Maybe you have just lived half of your life. There is an entire half. And that is why people who give up so easily, uh, I find them very boring. To me, I don't find them consistent because it's like you're trying to manipulate the system. You've just been looking for a husband for a few months, for a few weeks, and you want to give up. You've been looking for a wife for a few weeks, for a few months, maybe even for a year, and you want to give up. Maybe you are not interested in the first place. Maybe you wanted to manipulate things. Good things are worth waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. When I tell you wait for the ideal candidate, there are so many things. I am not the only factor in play or at play. Remember, God is in this story. Okay? You also have a responsibility to pray for yourself. I don't want people to be blaming one another. Nimekuwa nikipostiwa wenye wananipigia siwapendi ama sijui nini, sijapata tajiri kama mwenye nataka. Take your time, ladies and gentlemen. Do your work. Don't do passive waiting. Be posted, for instance. Get your story featured. Contact the people we post here. Get on VIP, for instance. But don't be in a hurry. Get the right match. It is better to wait and get the right partner rather than not wait and be in a hurry, then come back crying. Say, oh, Jenga, that guy was a narcissist, that woman was a narcissist, was a sociopath, was a psychopath. Those are the kind of stories that I hear on a daily basis. But when I tell people, oh, Jenga, wait, when I tell people wait, they come back saying, oh, Jenga, you don't know how long I've waited. If it's a marriage partner, ladies and gentlemen, it's the most important decision. And that's why I keep on even returning candidates here. And people say, huyu alikuwa hapa tena. And the person responds by saying, I'm not choosing a banana, I'm choosing a life partner. So Cyrus, I'll be sharing his contacts here on the first comment of this video, and of course on the Facebook page at Jenganjeru, so that as many as of those who are interested can be able to get in touch. I'm wishing him well. I hope he gets a good match from our desk. We wish him well. Until then, this is Jenganjeru. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, let us know where you're watching us from. Bye bye.